So let's try to have some idea about how football was before 1986 and as claimed by China, Greece, and Rome. Yeah, China, Shuju. You just saw in the video also. The the China claimed to have a game similar to football 2,500 years ago, and FIFA has officially recognized it as the oldest form of soccer. And Suju was uh, in which a term which in which Shu means kicking and Ju means leather ball, a ball which was filled with feathers. Yeah, so it was Shuju, and this Shuju can be found with a reference of a game called Tasuchu also, which means kicking a ball. So Shuju or Tasuchu both means kicking a ball, kicking a leather ball, ball filled with the leathers, and in which not only kicking was apart from hands, other parts of the body were also used, and the ball was supposed to be passed through a small net. Yeah, and mostly these were played not by the common people, it was played by the emperors and their members. Okay, so this was the game development of Shuju at China. And as we discussed earlier, it was not only China, there was Greece, Piscrios. In Greece, the game was played around about 2000 year BC with a name called Pistrios. Pistrios was primarily played by the men and yeah, rarely sometimes by the women, and in which a small ball was used to balance with the thighs. In the morning video, you might have seen a picture wherein a Greek person was holding the balancing the ball on a thigh. So that was a what do you call that? Uh, in a museum, in archaeological museum, they found us. They have kept a stone which they found it through excavation, which was in at Athens, which shows a sign that a person was balancing a ball similar to that of a football on his thighs. So even that image is has been carved on the European Cup trophy also, UEFA Cup trophy also. The same sign has been used, and these ball again were made of linen and hair wrapped with strings and stewed together. And these balls, but never used to bounce back very hard. And yes, it is said that they were used. They later on they were used of pig bladders and cow leathers and all. So that was all about Greece, and not only Greece. Harpastum was the name of the game, very much similar to football, which was played by the Romans. And Harpastum, it was more of a small and a hard ball. Harpastum, in which 5 to 12 players used to play in a rectangular field. And the game was played by mostly by the army people, and it has a very close resemblance to the rugby game of rugby. And Julius Caesar, the emperor at that time, used to maintain this, used to promote this game for maintaining the physical fitness of his soldiers. Yeah, so Harpasum was a quite popular in terms of as a game which was used for fitness to keep his soldiers fit. So this is how the game developed across the world, in Greece, Rome, and China, which had some similarities to the modern day football. But the modern day football as has a very important role or resemblance with the mob football which was in Britain, and you will be very surprised to listen that the mob football which emerged in Britain between 7th and 9th century, it was a very violent game between the villages. In this, what used to happen is that two villages used to send the ball into the opponent's village. Every village had a target that they should send the ball to the opponent's village. Yeah. And during this process there used to be a lot of accidents because there was no law, there was no rules of playing that game. The only objective was to send the ball to the opponent village, and that on for that each and every means was used, and this becomes so hazardous that there were various instances within England wherein kings has to prohibit this mob football. And these prohibitions can be witnessed in 1314 by Edward King III. This similar witness, it was again restarted, but again it was banned by in 1949, and later on again, because this the whole issue was there was no fixed law. People had an objective to kick it out the ball and till that their targets are attained, and whatever may come they will follow all the means and methods to attain those goals. So that was called as mob football, which, yes, slowly and steadily, when lot of mobbing and hitting deaths were happening, then slowly Cambridge University at that time played a very important role in 1848, which came up with some rules and some important steps to create a uniformity in the rules. Okay, and these rules were further refined by the oldest football club, that is Sheffield Football Club, or known as Sheffield FC in 1857, which they coined it as Sheffield Rules of Football. And Sheffield rules were also adopted by many other clubs like Northern and Midland clubs. But again, after 1857, the major change